Hey guys, it's Stephen here, back with another video and back with another match preview as Manchester City head to Cheltenham Town in the FA Cup. They're going to the wonderfully named Jonny Rocks Stadium, which I absolutely love that. And I'm very excited by this game in general because when's the last time Manchester City played a genuine minnow in this competition? With all due respect to Cheltenham, of course, who are a good side, but this is a League Two side, so this is a game that's fun. This is the kind of game you want to watch every now and then. You want to see City go to a small stadium where it's going to be intimate and the fans, sadly there's no fans there, isn't it? But the players are going to be really up for it. I'm gutted about that. I just remembered the fans won't be there. Every time I forget about that and each time it stings really badly. But either way, it's an exciting tie, it's a fun tie, and I just can't wait to watch this game. It's going to be really, really interesting. So today, we're going to go look at this game in general, look at Pep's press conferences, look at the team news. We've got a great video as well, a great submission from Alex Bullions, who's literally a videographer for Cheltenham Town. An actual videographer, works for the club. He sent him some thoughts on the game as well. And we're going to pick the lineup and all the usual stuff. So, let's talk about this game. It's an exciting one. It's exciting, as I was just saying a minute ago. I'm looking forward to this. Of course, Manchester City are overwhelming favourites, and rightfully so. I mean, with all due respect to Cheltenham, they're not even in great form either, Cheltenham. They did well to get past Mansfield, but they've not won in 7 games or something like that in the league at the moment, so they're not in great form, but I think it's obvious they'll be really up for this. But we do know that Manchester City do take these competitions really seriously. Guardiola was actually asked about not taking some competitions seriously, and he said that's not going to happen with me. The Premier League is the most important, then the Champions League, but the 4 Carabao Cup finals in a row, every game is important. If we arrive without players we play with the second team, we won't drop any game. So basically, we know Guardiola loves winning stuff, and that's what I love about Guardiola. The man wants to win things. He wants to win competitions because I've said 1,000 times, and this is my mantra, and I'll preach it, winning breeds winning. Success breeds success. There's nothing quite like winning trophies. I tell you what, it makes you want to win more, which is why the very best in the game end up with a glittering cabinet of trophies because they want to win everything, and that's what I love about Guardiola, and that's why I know we'll take this seriously. And we have to take it seriously, of course. Guardiola was also talking about Bernardo Silva. He said he's back. Just 2 words to make you very happy there. He's back. He struggled last season, maybe for the lack of minutes, or maybe because he was not liking, which is interesting. I wonder if that was referencing the whole tweet for or after Mendy and all that kind of stuff. He wasn't himself last year, maybe. He said he has always been so important for us, but he cannot play every single game. He did say as well we have alternatives, and this is unfortunately about the De Bruyne news, and we'll get onto that in a bit. He says we have alternatives, we have the academy, we are incredibly happy that I'm Eric and Eric is back, and hopefully Nathan can be back because we need everyone. So he was also asked about academy players being involved tomorrow, and he said maybe, which to me is probably a yes. In terms of the actual team news, well, we can't really, unfortunately, look past the Kevin De Bruyne news. Now, it's come out that Kevin De Bruyne, according to Guardiola, might be out between 4 to 6 weeks, which is a massive blow. This is what Guardiola had to say. He said, we have to move forward. I'm not saying anything that anyone doesn't know. It's unfortunate for him and for us. We have to find a solution. Everyone in their own life is struggling in the situation we're living. We have to adapt, end quote. Not good. I mean, there's a lot of discourse on Twitter about this today. My 2 pence is that it's a big blow. There's no point pretending that it isn't a big blow. And people will turn around and go, well, yeah, but we managed in 18-19 without him, which is true. But I will say at the same time, we had David Silva being brilliant. We had Bernardo Silva in Ballon d'Or nominee form, literally. We had Aguero fitting, firing, scoring goals. We had Leroy Sané, who got loads of assists that season. We had a confident, much more confident Gabriel Jesus and Mahrez. But I will say, to counter that, of course, we have currently a more confident Gundogan. We have Foden, who's now a big part of the team. Of course, as well, this is a chance for of course, the defence to shine even more. The Premier League, I would say, is probably not quite as high as it used to be, so we don't have to get as many points maybe to win the league. Of course, as well, it's a chance maybe for an academy player to shine. Maybe it's a chance for Sterling to find his form. He's another one we need to form. So it's not all doom and gloom. And I'm not overly worried, but I can't pretend 4 to 6 weeks isn't a blow. It is, unfortunately. You can turn around and go, we might be all right, but there's no point pretending that it isn't anything of the blow, unfortunately. We move on anyway. Also, as well, Kyle Walker is not available, unfortunately. He had a big impact kick on his hip, so as Nicola said, it's a kick to the butt. He's unavailable for tomorrow, but... Well, sorry? A knee to the butt, Nicola said in the background. She's over there, by the way, working away. A knee to the butt. Sometimes you just get a knee to the butt, right?
This life throws you an knee in the butt sometimes.
Yeah, as Nicholas said. I love how she piped up then for that. But he's out for tomorrow. The big news is Laporte's back, according to Guardiola. He's available, as is Eric Garcia. Unfortunately, no Nathan Ake, though. But Laporte back means, I reckon that's probably going to be our centre-back pairing, by the way, Garcia and Laporte. But we'll see on that front. Unfortunately as well, Aguero is actually out due to COVID. He's not asymptomatic either, which is interesting. Guardiola said, what we wish right now with Sergio is that he feels better. He felt comfortable for the first 2-3 days, tired like all the COVID-19 symptoms. Hopefully he can recover well and step by step return to the training sessions. We have missed our best striker for a long time, but we had lived without him and we need to wait for them to come back as soon as possible, but move forward without them. It's a big shame, man. I was hoping Sergio would be asymptomatic, but it looks like he's been unwell, unfortunately. He's been hit by it, so I'm a bit worried about him being back inside the next week. He probably won't be. It depends how long he's had these symptoms for, of course. But I think it's fair to say he might miss the next couple of weeks. That's just a guess. But if he's had a symptomatic one, he's going to be a bit tired and a bit run down for a bit. So fingers crossed he can get over it and be back for elite level sport pretty soon. In terms of the lineup, well, this is going to be interesting. I think Stefan will start in goal here. Obviously, Kyle Walker not playing means Joao Cancelo is probably going to start this as well. I would not be surprised to see Mendy start at left back. I think Mendy will get a bit of a reprieve here and start this game. I'm gonna stick to that actually. Cancelo and Mendy. Zinchenko sitting this one out, I reckon. It could be, of course, that we do see Zinchenko play, but I'm gonna see Mendy, Cancelo, and as I said before, I think Laporte will play. Maybe Garcia will play as well. I don't want that to happen personally, but maybe he will play. But if not Laporte, Laporte maybe and Stones. Maybe, but I'm going to say Laporte and Garcia. Not what I want personally, but it's what I can see happening. Into midfield, Fernandinho, I think, will start this game. I do think we'll see some academy players involved. Who could that be? Maybe we'll see Tommy Doyle get a game. Shall I be bold and say Tommy Doyle to start? Yeah, why not? Tommy Doyle to start. I think Tommy Doyle with Fernandinho, and then maybe, who to say here? I'm going to say maybe Gundogan as well, I reckon. Gundogan, Fernandinho, and Doyle. Then I reckon, given the De Bruyne news, I don't think Bernardo will play this game. I reckon he'll sit this one out. I'm going to say we could see Cole Palmer. Could it happen? Maybe he was really good in the Carabao Cup earlier on, and he's definitely good enough to play. But we also could see the lap up top. I think Gabriel Jesus needs games, so I think Gabriel Jesus will start this one, and I reckon we're going to see Mahrez on the right, and I think we'll see Ferran Torres start as well. So Ferran Torres, Gabriel Jesus, and Riyad Mahrez with Sterling and Foden on the bench. That's what I'm going for. I could be miles wrong there. It's very hard to guess in a game like this, but I do see a much changed team, and hopefully it's more than enough. Surely it will be more than enough. Anyway, let's get on to the opposition view. This comes from Alex Bullions. Big love to Alex Bullions. He's also literally a videographer at Cheltenham. He works at Cheltenham, and these are his thoughts.
Hello, Stephen's channel. I'm Alex Bullions. I'm the first team videographer at Cheltenham Town, and I've been asked to give my thoughts on what I think on the upcoming FA Cup game between Cheltenham Town and Manchester City at the Jonny Rocks Stadium. So Saturday is a huge day for the football club. A football club that's sitting 6th in League Two and estimated to report a loss of around £1 million this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But thankfully, not anymore, thanks to the TV revenue that will be generated by the BBC for this game. It's well reported and well known how important these cup games are to the lower league sides, and to Cheltenham this is all the same. You can see from the crowdfunders and everything that's come out in the couple of weeks since the cup draw and how important this is to the supporters, and also the fact that Man City fans have sort of got on board with it as well. It's great to see, and it's massive for the football club. But how are the team on the pitch? Well, 7 winless in League Two at the moment, not looking too great, but improving. The win against Mansfield in the FA Cup the other week after extra time showed great resilience and was a good team performance. And then the performance against Newport on Tuesday night would have been a win if not for a free goal by Tom King, the opposition goalkeeper. Another good performance that Cheltenham dominated, but unfortunately didn't come out with the winning. However, they do sit 6th in the league, and that is testament to how good the squad is, and there are a few key players that Man City fans should look out for. The first of which is the captain centre-back Ben Tozer, known mostly for his long throw that could cause Manchester City problems on Saturday. There are probably about half a dozen occasions that I can think of where Ben Tozer and fellow centre-back Will Boyle have linked up from the long throw, Tozer throwing it in, Boyle rising above everybody in the box and heading it into the back of the net. So many times this has happened in League Two this season, and it's definitely something that Manchester City should look out for. Cheltenham manager Michael Duff has said that he's refusing to rule out his side for victory. Obviously, it's more than likely that Manchester City are going to win, and he does admit that. However, things like the Ben Tozer throwing can be used to unsettle Manchester City and hopefully lead to one of the biggest upsets in FA Cup history. Believe me, everybody at the club understands and knows, from players to staff, how big this is, how big the difference is. You know, you'd have to be stupid to think anything otherwise. And they know that they are more than likely going to lose. But it is the FA Cup, and this is, by all means, a banana skin for Manchester City to try and avoid. Other key players include Alfie May, who scored 3 goals in the competition this year, 2 excellent goals against South Shields in the first round, and then a decisive equaliser against Mansfield, but took the game into extra time and helped Cheltenham in their cause, because they were playing well, they just couldn't finish anything off, and then Alfie May, out of absolutely nowhere, scores from 20 yards, bends it into the far corner. He's that player that just offers that moment of quality that when your team looks down and out, you know, you can never rule them out because you've got that one player. You've got that one moment of quality, and that's what Alfie May can bring to the team. He is a striker, and he could be playing alongside the likes of Andy Williams, who came in the summer, and George Lloyd, who's a youngster that's come through the academy ranks and is one that will definitely be hungry to impress against Manchester City, that's for sure. Unfortunately, 2 of Cheltenham's best players might not be available for the match. Liam Sercombe is a midfielder who came in the summer. He's out for 8 weeks. He got injured a couple of weeks ago, so not looking too good on that front. And also Chris Hussey, the left wing back for Cheltenham. Cheltenham play that sort of 5-back formation with the 3 centre-backs and the 2 wing-backs. Hussey is a crucial part of that and has been all season. He's played pretty much every single minute of the campaign this year. Came back from an injury against Newport on Tuesday night, played half an hour, and unfortunately got injured again, so had to go off after half an hour, and is unfortunately a doubt for the game. To the club, this game is absolutely everything. They need this for finances, they need this for publicity, and to have the worldwide media with eyes on Cheltenham is just an unbelievable achievement in itself, and it's testament to the hard work of everybody in the backroom staff and the players and everybody who works behind the scenes. You know, they all deserve this moment, absolutely. Prediction-wise, I won't say a particular scoreline. I will say Manchester City win, because I think that's fairly obvious. However, of course, there is still that 1-2% chance that Cheltenham could pull off an unbelievable upset, but I won't say a scoreline, definitely not, because you get some FA Cup games where like Sutton United play Arsenal and it ends 2-0, and then Tranmere played Tottenham and it ends 7-0, and you know, you wouldn't expect that to be the way round with scorelines. It really depends just how hard Man City go at it. It depends on the team they put out as well. Obviously, we're aware that Sergio Aguero won't be playing, we're aware that Kyle Walker won't be playing, so there's a few names that would potentially usually play the lower league teams in the Cup that won't be there on Saturday. But I will say, good luck for the game on Saturday. Fingers crossed for me for a Cheltenham win, but I imagine all the viewers will be hoping for the complete opposite of that. But all I will say is Cheltenham are more than excited to welcome Manchester City, Pep Guardiola and his team to the Jonny Rocks Stadium on Saturday, and yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be good. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Very thorough and very precise there. Alex, big love to you, man. Really appreciate your contribution to this video. So what can we say about Cheltenham? In general, they're not in good form, but they are a good team. Now, from what I know of Cheltenham, as Alex pointed out as well, they've got Tozer's bullets, basically they call it, these long-range throws, which will cause Manchester City problems, of course, because, you know, that kind of stuff does cause anyone problems, and they are, as well, a pretty physical team, for what I can tell based off what I read online. And they had a really weird honour the other day of conceding a world record goal. Genuinely, Newport's keeper scored from a goal kick, and it's like 105 yards, which is now a world record down at the Jonny Rocks Stadium, which is very interesting. Guardiola as well was talking about Cheltenham. He said they deserve my respect. Now I'm going to play the team against Cheltenham. We are training exactly what we want to do to try and beat them, which is very interesting. As I said as well, Cheltenham aren't unfortunately in good form for them at the moment, but this is a cup competition. This is the FA Cup. The magic of the FA Cup is a meme for a reason, because it does exist, you know, it does exist largely. And even though Cheltenham haven't won for a while, they did do well to get past Manfield the other day. So I suspect they'll be confident for this game. I suspect they will be confident and they'll be up for it, and they'll be like, oh, I can't wait to play against Guardiola's side. I can't wait to play against all these top class players. And why wouldn't they feel any differently, you know? I'm excited for them as well. Don't forget as well, by the way, Cheltenham fans have organised a virtual ticket thing for this game to help raise money for the club, because obviously those further down the footballing pyramid are struggling at the moment. So if you want to go buy a virtual ticket, it doesn't get you anything other than that good feeling knowing that you've helped a small club out. You can do it. I'll put a link in the description. Hopefully I remember. If I don't remember, someone let me know in the comments. I'll put it in the top comment, actually. But Cheltenham, it's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be a really interesting game. They got past Mansfield very well, and I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. Of course, I'll be doing a watch along tomorrow. I might even grab this one as well. Back onto it. Nicola over there. She might come on it. I'll do a drinking game or something like that, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. Guys, let me know down in the comments what you reckon. My prediction, by the way, I forgot to mention, big time. The prediction is Manchester City will win. I can't really see past the Manchester City win, but I think it's going to be a fun game. I think City will be up for it. I think Cheltenham will be up for it. But I can can see City pulling away and getting a comfortable 3-0 victory or something like that. But I could be wrong. And I hope I'm not wrong. But Cheltenham will be up for it. Man City will be professional, though. And I think we might just have a little bit too much for Cheltenham at the moment, understandably. Guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm getting very close to 50k now. How many subs am I off it? Let me just double check on my phone here right now. I'm at 48,509. So I need 1,491 subs, which is obviously a little way off. But make sure to hit the subscribe button. I want to get to 50k, it'd be great. Big love to you all. In a bit.